Everyone, this is Ian with INU Media, and today we are talking with one of our successful clients, Xavier, and we are just going to dive in deeper on how we were able to drive more investors to his real estate company. How are you doing today?
Good, good,
Could
good.
you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, your business, and what exactly you do?
Yeah, super easy. So, real estate investor in Tampa, Florida. We do all of Florida, especially in the hot markets. We have acquisitions that find properties for us to either build or, you know, do fix and flips and either hold it or sell it for a quick profit.
Got you. And what challenges were you facing before working with us here at INU Media? Like, what problems were you having?
Well, the biggest challenge, we always get properties, but we just need enough people to fund them. So we're pulling in 30, 40 properties every single month, but obviously that's a lot of capital to deal with. They're pretty big projects. So that was one issue we did have. We had to go ahead and reach out to more people to be able to get funds.
Why did you decide to work with our agency versus any other video agencies?
Biggest thing is I feel like everybody's pitching the same thing and everybody can do the same thing, in my opinion. Obviously, there's different creativity, right? But dealing with people that you trust and dealing with yourself, I know that you always going to put your all in everything, and that's basically what I got. So it was more so, hey, I knew I was going to get the effort from this team no matter what, than it is talent.
Appreciate that. What did we work on together exactly?
Obviously, it started off with the foundation. So you got the website going, you got everything that we offer on the site, and then it just went from doing content to be able to reach out to people to show what we can do and how it would be protected, right? So people see that it's a safe way to invest their money long term.
Yeah. And how was that experience in a whole? Like, what was that process like for you?
It was tough at first because I didn't really care to be out there as much, but obviously it just got easier as the leads started coming in. As money started getting raised, obviously once I saw that it actually worked, I was like, hey, yeah, let's keep pumping it.
I know one of our biggest projects was to drive people to the fund. Can you just talk a little bit more about that and the goal you're trying to hit?
Yeah, it was huge. So it definitely helped our fund manager a lot. Based off the leads that were coming in from the content that you were pushing, he was able to raise over $14 million after 2 months of raising. So that was huge.
And how did we help you distribute the content we provided for you? And how was that different from other videographers that you worked with maybe in the past?
Well, that's different. Like I've never worked with anybody. That's the thing. You're actually first videographer, excuse me, that I've worked with. Just after you started coaching me into that, obviously I looked at other stuff, but it's just again going back to the effort and quality and the high level of service that you bring, and making people feel good about what they're doing and having them believe in themselves. Like, hey, remember, you are already doing this. I'm only here to enhance you. That's it.
And I know you talked about being able to increase or generate about $14 million in funding. How has, like, what impact does that have on your business and your life?
Huge. Once it shows confidence, right? Once you see how much money into one thing, you're doing the right thing. And yeah, that's, I mean, out of 14 million, we're able to do a lot more projects on a higher scale with the commercial. Obviously, it's not a ton right now, but just seeing that that can happen in 2 months, and there's more pending as well. Those are just some leads. Just shows that the high level of growth that we have to come.
And where do you think you would have been if you didn't start working with us?
I've been doing the same thing, man. Still have all these leads and all these properties, and just trying to find funding for them.
And last question, if there's anyone who is maybe on the fence about working with us or booking a call to speak with us, what would you tell them?
Just do it. I mean, that's how I live my whole life at this point, right? If you have a goal and that's what you want to do, let him know what you're trying to do. You guys do a blueprint together and just pull the trigger. If it works out, great, which I know it will. But one thing is, what I do know is if you have the business model right and you already have that structure, he's here to enhance you and put more eyes on your company, on your brand. And that's going to build you to higher heights that you'll never think before.
And X, I appreciate you for taking the time to do this interview testimonial with me.
No
Appreciate
problem.
that.
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a good one.